So the whole time, quantum leap. Pretty much, besides the other Italian, Greek guy, may have been me too. The only one that could be was Donald Trump. But in the end, to we may both be in the current right now, but something happens to our boo, he comes into me, and I'm at final me, and I'm Sam Kennedy. That's my old face in the NASA photo too, which is pretty cool. My face isn't swollen though. I got infected by like a frog type thing at the time. Yeah. But it's pretty cool knowing that I'm George Washington, but also he became separate back in time to where he wanted to follow his own tree. He didn't, because I got released like all the other ones they released me, because I'm God, right? Jesus Christ, right? They crucified me already, right? Yeah, they crucified Hitler, right? Made Hitler God, right? I found out my money's real. I know that too. I don't know why nobody wants to take it though. It's called war money. And they say I am my own country, right? But it's like, I may have got infected by an evil or something. May have took the rap for a girl or something because she went evil. Or something like that. But I'm gonna have a fake nose, so that's good, right? But King of Australia, right? But Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth II of England, that's me. See, it's like, how the fuck did the dirt come on my face all of a sudden? But it's like, I don't know. I'm just thinking, life is good, right? I'm in heaven. Completed my Austrian homage, which is like the Aborigine walk, right? Keep it Austrian homage here, pilgrimage or whatever. I completed that here in North, the city that has no name, City of Tomorrow, they say, right? Because the other one's the name of the other city. This is something else. So it's like they try to insult heaven again, giving it the name they gave it, which isn't official because I never signed off on it or approved it, I don't think. Because all the cities, when y'all came here, were already all set names. And also they weren't names because she didn't want them to have names. What's the point of a city name? You enjoy your time here while you're here. You know, in the laws of heaven, you find out who's really got your side and who really doesn't. And all it is about getting a new life wherever you go. So all the words you're doing in my head, whatever flash photography sound technology you're doing, or drywall Watergate you're doing on my walls, all the sounds and pre-fixed loaded audible points, they need to turn off, right? You need to turn the state, just need to stop the project. But knowing that, I'm so hopeful. I got a $10,000 kicker, just like DeSantis said, for my George Washington retirement. But I haven't got the rest yet. I should be getting it soon, I hope. And there doesn't need to be a big display. You saw that yellow diamond, right? That's a yellow diamond. It just depends how you angle it, right? Why is that? Because it all depends what she wants you to see. Everybody chose my technology, which it all adopts to my technology because I invented it. And then they chose to modernize it because they messed it up trying to figure it out. Oh, maybe we can get this off of it. Maybe get this off of it, right? But in the end, it all goes back to me. I'm an inventor of modern day technology. And I still haven't got paid for anything, right? Oh, and lightning bolts on my right means I'm from heaven. If you wear the lightning bolts on your left, it means you're one down here. The ones from heaven were also with the Black Panzer division. That's why there's double lightning bolts for Creed of both sides, both skins. And then you get the Asian and the Indians and Mexicans. It goes 4 ways, 6 ways even. That's something you don't know about the double lightning bolts either. So, also, maybe I just stop somebody trying to talk and fucking say something out in the wind or something like that, trying to view me. Oh, sorry. But, why are you saying something? I'm saying this, you know. But it's like, really? The Louisiana Purchase, alright? Never got paid for Louisiana Purchase. So it means I still got all spiritual and everything else. To where it's just how I want it. Just how we understand we want it. Like, okay. We got the vibe too. Just keep it calm, keep it got everybody freaking, which is good. And maybe someday somebody will remember me, but other than that, it's like Sam Beckett, like I was saying, was Sam Kennedy that was in that research project, and it was all alias names for Born or Bond that I had, right? And I finally made it back, right? I even was shrunken as a kid and all that other stuff. And the Hubble mission, Interstellar, the Stargate. To think, I sacrificed my body. I did worse than crucifixion to save all y'all in my Oceana Earth from something y'all don't even know. It's pretty crazy, right? And yeah, I'm demanding my money, but you know, it says behind every man is a more powerful, influential woman or great woman, right? And I'm Grail, right? I'm a man. Get it? You pray to me, the Bible. Not to mention my crucifixion. And I survived, I was blessed. Both of them, maybe an ancient one, an ancient Jesus too. So, but I'm like, where's the woman that's gonna help me or not help me? I don't know, probably not, because all the whatever, but I should be getting picked up soon for what they're saying. They're saying I'm king of Great Britain. So, king of Great Britain also refers to Australia too, in a sense. Or it could be Great Britain, Japan up there. So, that sucks for some people when they go up there and they think they're something. And I'm gonna be up there and I'm gonna be like, again, boo. You know, that really sucks for some people. So they think, I finally got here. Well, that's the next level. There's levels of heaven. 13 or maybe it's 73, I think. 13 or something. And then I got the Vaal too. And the White Room. It's like people just gave up, man. This is notes to myself or the stream. I don't know what it is, or people just decided, I guess that thing works, you know. They were wondering at one time, why are you taking, because I mean, men, you know, when they discovered over here, or women, whichever one it was, because it used to be all just, part of half of it was like men, half of it was women, right? That's as far back as I can relate to it logically and mentally compensate what it is right now, to where you had to be select to go into Women's City and stuff like that. Because I remember when it was the Lost Boys. You know, I'm Tinkerbell, Peter Pan, right? It's the Lost Boys, and they follow me everywhere, right? Like, no, we go with you, it's safe, and stuff like that. But then I also remember when it was like it wasn't no gangs. They would say corporate gangs later. It would be of Naob, to where it was all men, because I created men too, right? Differently. Before y'all's creator, this is something before other people intermingled. There's still other creators besides what some people relate to, but there are creators of other people. I will say that. But to the main gist creator, hi, it's actually something very ancient. Because it says in the beginning, God created boy, girl, grail. Meaning, I'm a grail, right? Meaning, hey, I'm the ladylike lad that identified as, I'm really goddess, right? So it's cool. But nobody rips out that stuff. Instead, they got the stories from the ancient scriptures that they picked on a wall. There's a whole bunch of scriptures in a room somewhere, right? Of different catalog events. And they picked every single scripture, because I used to write all this stuff, my stories and stuff. I had to remember all my stories and everything else. And they said a certain series of numbers for the scripture of the Bible, right? And then they had to verify it with me under hypnosis. And I repeated every single one under hypnosis. And then they got somebody else who paid attention to my scriptures at one time. He was a priest before. Will Smith in one of the worlds was a priest. But then we reset and he became something else. A different pathway, different option. Because he had something that no one else ever had. So some people, they just get tired of so never say there isn't a God. Hi. And then I tell people, hey, I'm Jesus. I could walk on water right in front of somebody and they would deny it. Or float in the air in a circle and they would deny it the whole time, or go, the chicken, whoop, 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 and run away, right? Because they're in denial. It's a standard flight syndrome, to where they're in denial of it. And they ask why I stayed so long in Houston or whatever, or Cyprus or whatever. It's because I was on assignment. And we had a maker, and she still did the same thing, but this time being more degraded. I spilt water right on the kitchen floor. I walked on water, and said, look, I walked on water. She said, no, you didn't. And I was like, I walked right on water right in front of you, and you still denied it. And I did it the easy way that time. So it sucks that it doesn't matter if you're a believer in me. Actually, it does matter if you're a believer in me, and it does matter if you're not a believer in me, so I can't say that or anything like that. And some people, sad to say, when they go up there, they're still in disbelief. And then they got to get again. Then they got to come back again. And then you see the next time, and the next time I've seen it to where, oh, they're a believer, they're a believer, they're a believer. Or they fight at first because they still remember it. But then they suddenly start to, okay. And it's like, when's the last time I've had a dinner, like a good home, sitting at a kitchen table, instead of what I'm doing, right? I mean, yeah, I've withdrawn. Well, part of the way I've got communion is, in order for communion or community pantry, whatever you want to call it, communion, is I withdraw from the food pantry. Okay, I got it. Thank you, I'm blessed. And thank you for the blessings. That's something, that's a way to get it back. But it's like, and it's like for everybody else to say, oh, hey, I need, but that's if they offer it. But also, that's why we say, every other God that's ever been here before me that said they claimed they were God, they would get money. I'm the easygoing one, like, they'll give me money if they want to. If they're thankful, they'll give me money, or they don't give me money. That's how it is. I've yet gotten any money, and I see people being normal psychology thankful, but I think people forgot who I am, and I think they forgot about the flood that happened in, what year was it? In San Antonio, the Great Flood, and the tide away from the Gulf of Mexico. I think people just forgot, or they just put it off, and they chose a preacher. Not all preachers, maybe all preachers, and they chose a preacher over me, which I was like, huh, which is good because they're preaching the word, right? But then you look at how they preach the word. But then you also look at, are they looking at that cross right there, going, blanking themselves out? But then I got to look at it as in they've all matured. What do you mean? They have a sedative in them to where they do realize it. I just saw that. Not a sedative, but they started getting a sense of consciousness, morale, or feelings, or character, to where they weren't as crazy or aggressive as they were before, being women of the wild, or people getting thrown around in sex trade, both men and women, or stuff like that, or slavery. That was made up at a time to spite me, because people one time wanted to spite me to where I was literally like the only slave. They found that out too. But it also wasn't true too at the same time. It all depends what America you're in and how far back it goes. And I'm comfortable knowing that I always have to be living, and I'm supposed to be happy at that. But how am I happy? So yes, I need some money. I keep saying I need some money. Is it gonna happen? And the money I need, I actually earned money back in the day. But then they robbed God again. Because, oh, you're just stuck being Jesus, boy. Blah, 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 Jesus, boy. And he knows who I'm talking about. And I'm like, I brought my inventions down. This is when Petraeus was friends with me. With me and Petraeus. Well, I can't say Petraeus. It might be a different one now. I got my inventions from heaven and brought them down to earth. Like I bring fire down to earth, right? And they steal them all. Why would you lie to God? And why would you steal from God? And it shows how evil and aggressive people were. Just didn't give a shit at the time. Whether they're mad at something or anything like that. Hell, I'm mad at stuff too, but I know damn well not to rob from heaven. And I know damn well not to lie to God. But people do all the time. And I know damn well, if I do know somebody so-and-so, if I don't know it, okay, I really don't know, because I'm the only one right now because of the uprising. Which is okay, and we still have yet to identify, I'm just being told right now. So, I'm just like, do I go to church today? Probably not. You know, why else would I need my money? My earnings, not just money. I want my earnings. Because, you know, Apple, I invented, come on, how do you think I got water in a cell phone? How to get an ocean in a cell phone? How to get trees and wind in a cell phone? How are people able to bounce into cell phones to go somewhere? Come on now, don't be an idiot. Nobody needs to be an idiot. I invented modern day technology. It's Pandora's box, my Voxlogs box, right? It's like, I got news for you. Oh, look, my face just changed. You might want to have a cell phone on you. Something about the finer sync of the particles. Or this, if you have something of a sprite, not a soul, but a sprite spirit, a sprite light. Not a sprite, but a sprite light. We call it that, our tight light, our eye light. Where it's like, I really don't want to sift and rake the rocks. I do want to rake the rocks again for her and all that stuff, and sift the sand and stuff, but does anybody even get this stuff? Anybody even look at this stuff and hear it? Does anybody even remember? Is anybody even grateful, or are they all stuck in their Hollywood acting gigs that aren't even Hollywood acting gigs? Because I did them all, right? That's what happens when you disintegrate. Like orangutan AIDS. Oh, that was me, orangutan AIDS. They tried an experiment besides a NASA experiment. where I literally dissolved like an ancient thing. And I came back too. Then I dissolved again in a NASA experience. I came back too. And I realized what my Aorus Gratis is. It was me and all my particles, even while I was in space, like fly fishing, acting every single scene that we could to get our character and who we are right now. And oh yeah, I get it. Oh yeah, we got a chance to get money, or we can act a boom. I get the resistance thing in a sense, or people trying to get. Well, you don't know my, but that was old school. Everybody now is like, I mean, I get that stuff. There's some people that are, okay, because they can do actually good, like what it's supposed to be. I'm announcing right now. I know y'all are watching. That I'm back from the Hubble Interstellar Stargate Superman God's Lens relay race. 874 worlds. That's what it is. 874 worlds. I don't mean lives, I mean worlds I went to. Or I should say globes or little planets. 874, right? There's only one world, right? But it's like, kind of hurt, right? And nobody cares, right? I invented Apple. They steal it from me, right? I had a dream machine one time. I had the machine perfect to where I could go to sleep, had the machine hooked up perfect, and they could watch me go into watch my dreams as I'm sleeping. And I made movies for them. Like they watched me go to different worlds and stuff. And I was able to slow it down to where they saw everything. I created Disney too, right? And it's like Aorus Gratis MGM. I mean, y'all been living in a modern miracle, and y'all made money too on y'all's own. Look, I said I should have wore those high heels, right? There's some high heels right there. Maybe I should start walking around in high heels again. I wouldn't do those though. You never walk around in another woman's heels. Oh, that's the truth. Unless it's your mother's, and even then you don't know. She might be wanting to kill you in the end. So. But I'm still waiting. Like we talked about before I got shot into outer space. I get the money. I sit down somewhere, and I have people line up in a line that think they're so and so, and then I'd issue them a check or I'd issue them some money, and then I tell them, now you're under contract with Lucifer, to where now it's y'all's job. Where y'all have to set up a Hollywood studio, and now y'all have to make movies. But since and then I'd have to use my Hitler money on top of that to do it. And I came to ultimate surrender and forgiveness yesterday, knowing I was Hitler, and I was also possessed by something to where I became ultimate evil. But I also saved a lot of people, and it wasn't as bad as y'all think. That was actually something from Armageddon. And also, I've came to the fact I realized something for Joe Biden, too. He wasn't responsible for Narnia. Or bombing of Narnia. It was actually, or was, but wasn't. It was actually Oceana Earth letting him go. Because he was crazy. What they're responsible for, he was acting like every other politician at the time. They ignored the Western Front, is what it was. Nobody focused on the war on the western half of the United States on the East Coast. Instead, they focused on the war in Germany. But it was timeline wars to where it didn't make sense, because everything turned to vegetation real quick. Like, what the fuck? It's some, and it boggled their minds. And all it is, do y'all understand where y'all are? You're my theater masterpiece. And all it takes is somebody that wants to go to the next level. Not by death, not by killing anybody, or nobody, or a man, or a woman, or a girl, or anybody. But by, okay, I'll help you out. And then they get, that's how easy it is, coming to the ultimate surrenderance of thy Lucifer, thy God. Knowing that it's something for a better tomorrow that you'll receive, not initially at first. Something better than church, I guess you could say. Maybe a little bit more riskier in a sense of, ordinary people. But by helping me, my name Nye, by helping me, you be not ordinary, unordinary, but you be of the utmost unordinary extreme. Like you be of a different par, of a different level. And everybody else just wants to stay stuck in the dirt at their level. So it's like, look, I might have set that down once. It's sweating. Oh, life's cool. What do you know? I gotta cook today from church. Church outside walking, right? Anyways, hope everybody has a good Sunday. Second to last Sunday in the month of August 2025. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Bye. We'll keep it at